So hello and welcome again to my head neck neurological assessment. And again, just a disclaimer. Again, unfortunately, I was suspected of came along a patient with was COVID-19 positive. I work at an assisted living facility, and they unfortunately do have a patient that's positive. So anyway, welcome. First off, again, I'm going to provide privacy by knocking the door, and then going in, shut the door. Introducing myself. I'm here to do an assessment. Just kind of run them down what to expect during the assessment. I'm going to wash my hands, and then of course I'm going to make sure that I have the right patient by double checking the name, date of birth, or any other identifier that's available. And then before I start the assessment, of course, I'm going to do a quick health history, asking if they have any changes in their eyesight, in their hearing, are they chewing their food properly, are they swallowing okay, are they able to turn their, those kind of health assessment that I'm going to, health history that I'm going to ask before I go and jump into the neurologic assessment. Once I've got that out of the way, then I should be able to go ahead and do that. All right. First off, I'm going to start with the eyes. To check with the eyes. First of all, we're going to look at the patient. We're going to look at the face, look for any kind of asymmetry, any kind of drooping. If one side is drooping, or the other one, or the other side is it should be just normal, symmetrical, and balanced. And then looking at the eyes, we just took a quick visual look at at the eyeballs. Are they protruding? Are they, are they cross-eyed? Look at those kind of visuals, and that just should be done quickly and be done with. And then now we're ready to jump into it, and we'll start with the eyes. We're just gonna take a piece of use your pen light or anything you can use. I'm just gonna ask them to follow it as you move in different directions. They should be following it with no problem. Do all those kind of directions. And then once that's done, you should also test for accommodation. Ask them to start from the furthest point. Ask them to just follow it as you come along. Back and forth, and you should be able to see that that changes in the lens. You should be able to see that. And then for the eyes also, you're gonna test reaction to light. You're gonna occlude one eye, and you're gonna shine the light. You're gonna move apart, move it back forth, and you should be able to see again that nice accommodation as the light comes back and forth. Now don't forget to the other side. The other side, again, shine back and forth, shine back and forth. And then that should have a good, a nice reaction to the light as you shine on it. Well, and then once we get on the eyes, we're gonna come back on the face. Of course, we're gonna ask the patient to smile, to frown, maybe pop out the cheeks, and that would also taste that our nerves are doing pretty good. Once we get that out of the way, of course, we're gonna check the nerves involved with the mouth, and to do that, we're gonna take. I don't have something clean with me, but I'm just gonna demonstrate what you should do. So first off, you're gonna take, tell the patient, say you're gonna put that in there, and you should be able to, as they say you should see the uvula back in there move as the patient says and that should tell you that the nerves are intact. While you're in there, you might as well check the gag reflex, and the patient might not like this, but you put it in there and put it a little down in there, and you should see the patient cough or gag a little bit, and that should tell you the gag reflex is working just fine. And then we should just check the ears as well. Now you do this is you're gonna block this side, and maybe you're gonna be behind the patient, and you whisper something. They should be able to hear it. If they don't hear it, then that means that the eye or the nerve on this other side is not functioning, and you're gonna do the same thing on the other side to check that as well. Something else you might do as well is to check the mastication process, or the nerves involved in the mastication process. You're gonna ask the patient to clench their teeth, and you're gonna palpate. You're gonna feel, that little, muscle in there, should be nice and intact. Something else you should do as well is to check the artery. Check the arteries on here, and you know you should be able to feel them on there, and they should be, well, depending, but a good number is to have it up 2+. 2+. You should have that going. And also check the shoulders as well. You may press down, ask the patient to move up. I can't do it myself, but ask the patient, and you should have a good, they should be able to move with resistance. Well, on that as well, check the resistance of the mandible as well. You press it down, ask them to move it down. They should be able to do that as well. The patient should be able to turn sideways. They should be able to turn forward and back. They should be able to, they should be able to, you should be able to feel them, all the way, the whole range of motion. You should be able to see that. Something else as well, on the nerves. Let's see what maybe I'm forgetting something. I think that's pretty much. Sorry, that pretty much covers it on testing the nervous system of the nerves of the head and neck, as well. Thank you.